Good one. My name's Oscar Rodriguez, aka Masterpiece, owner, founder of Chosen Creators. Yeah, so I did a video on the car, basically describing, my YouTube channels. I presented my editor. You know what I mean? Thank God, trust me, this person, Ms. Red. You're gonna see her work. But remember, before we go, ahead of ourselves. The 2013 book, Zane's Masquerade Rise, is a dark fantasy anime. That's what I plan to do. That's what, Chosen Creators' first passion project is about. The best thing about it is that the 2013 book, let me show you. I'm going to show you real quick, is this right here. This is Zane's Masquerade Rise. I wrote this story like 20 years, you know what I mean? Not exactly how it is right now, but throughout years it developed, you know what I mean? It was the same plot. It was a dark fantasy. It's about light and darkness. It's about a human choice, It's a simple, like the heroes, you know what I mean? Like the Marvel heroes, or maybe the more gothic themed heroes, you know what I'm saying? Like, Van Helsing, you know what I mean? From, I think Hugh Jackman, he was, like slaying with these vampires or whatever. It's just pretty hard for me, you know what I mean? Or sometimes the Mortal Kombats, you know what I mean? I love the type of fighting. I love the character presentations, you know what I mean? But this is a dark fantasy anime. Kind of a mixture with if you look at my art, it's kind of like more of a Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer mashup. I do love the Japanese flavor. I do have and created my own versions of the samurais, also the monks, you know what I mean? And also, put little fantasy twists, kind of like Lord of the Rings, got the power-ups. So there's a lot of this type of thing, but this is my product. This is the masterpiece, form of creation, and I'm pretty sure those who be watching the videos and once it starts developing, then everybody's gonna start like, oh shit, let's go jump on board. But creators, people, everybody that's out there, show support, follow me, sign up to my Patreon as a free member. If you want to go and sign up as a tier member, tier members, I'm gonna promise you brands, you know what I mean? Like nice, first edition clothes, you know what I mean? Because this is a book. So this video, I know this video is gonna end, but that's the purpose of this flagship. That's the purpose of Chosen Creators, first project, editor, cool people. We're gonna do this, and by the end of this year or the following year. So you guys are gonna get just nothing but short stories and character development, so you guys can understand what I've been creating. You know what I mean? I just want you guys to,